Nobody expected this. Valtteri Bottas might be making a move that could surprise the entire Formula One world. Rumors suggest that he could be considering a switch to Red Bull, the direct rivals of his former team, Mercedes. It's been quite a journey since 2021. Bottas, once a regular podium contender, now finds himself aiming to secure a solid and reliable place on the grid once again. But here's the real question. Is Red Bull even interested in bringing someone like him on board? Especially when he has the kind of experience that most teams would love to have, why hasn't he been approached already? Bottas seems like a perfect match for what Red Bull lacks in their current driver lineup, yet there's been silence from their side. One thing is clear, Bottas deserves attention in the upcoming months. During his prime years with Mercedes, he was a consistent performer. Between 2017 and 2021, he never failed to reach Q3 in qualifying. That's not a stat you can easily ignore. Add to that 10 race victories and more than 200 Grand Prix starts, and you're looking at a seasoned professional who knows how to handle pressure and deliver results. Red Bull's current issue appears to be their car's complexity. Only Max Verstappen seems to manage it effectively. Others have struggled, unable to pull the same performance out of it. So it would make sense for Red Bull to seek someone who not only has experience, but can also stay calm under pressure. Bottas fits that description almost perfectly. Still, many fans remember how things turned sour during his time with Alfa Romeo. Bottas himself admitted it was one of the worst decisions of his career. But looking at it now, it seems that the fault wasn't with him. It was more about how the team functioned, or rather, didn't. Poor planning and lack of direction led to that slump, not a drop in Bottas's talent. Now Bottas is once again linked with Red Bull, a move that could completely turn his career around. He's even come forward to reveal that he personally reached out to the Austrian team. But according to him, things didn't go far. His words suggest that someone within the organization might not be particularly fond of him, which could explain why the conversation ended so quickly. He raised a valid point, too. Red Bull has a large pool of young talent from their own academy. They've built a reputation for promoting from within, so bringing in an outsider has never really been their style. However, this approach hasn't always worked out, especially when it comes to finding a reliable teammate for Max. Right now, their car seems very challenging to handle. Max manages because of his incredible skill, but that doesn't mean others can't learn to perform well in it too. What it does need, though, is someone who brings stability and doesn't crack under. The unique pressure that comes with being in the second seat at Red Bull. We've all seen Sergio Perez's performance shift over time. While he started off strong, he's struggled lately, and that raises concerns about the kind of support Max is getting. It's not just about having a second driver. It's about having one who can keep the team in the points consistently, especially when the constructors' title slips out of reach. Even finishing second or third in the standings would be a win for Red Bull at this point. And that's why there's a growing sense that the team needs to rethink its strategy. It's not just about fast lap times. It's about building a combination that works. One driver chasing wins and another who makes sure the team stays competitive throughout the season. Christian Horner, Red Bull's team principal, recently commented on the situation, especially regarding Yuki Tsunoda. While he stated that Yuki appears safe for now, he didn't make any promises about the 2026 season. That says a lot. It means Red Bull is still weighing its options, and nothing is guaranteed for any driver unless they deliver consistent results. For Yuki to secure that highly coveted seat, he will have to make serious improvements in the current season. But it won't be easy. His recent performances have been underwhelming, and it's been a rough stretch for him. Every mistake on the track pushes him further from that Red Bull opportunity. This isn't just a challenge for Yuki. It's also a sign that the second seat at Red Bull is viewed very differently now. Many fans and even insiders believe the role has become more of a curse than an opportunity. No matter which team a driver comes from, being placed next to Max Verstappen often means dealing with pressure, comparisons, and expectations that can break even the best. And the truth is, Red Bull had chances to sign other experienced drivers. Carlos Sainz, for example, was never officially offered a spot, despite being open to the idea. He later admitted that he would have seriously considered joining Red Bull, but he understands why it didn't happen. He knows what kind of driver they want alongside Max, someone who's strong but won't challenge the team's balance or cause internal tension. It's not that Sainz would have instantly disrupted anything, but putting him in the second seat would have created new challenges. He's a fighter, and accepting a support role would never sit well with someone like him. And perhaps that's exactly why the team stayed away. While discussing Tsunoda's future, Horner gave a rather careful response. He mentioned he'd prefer not to make any clear statements yet, pointing out that Yuki has shown promise by making it into Q3 and even scoring points starting from the pit lane. But at the same time, Horner acknowledged that there have been incidents and challenges too. Yuki still has a lot to prove, and his consistency remains a concern. In motorsport, confidence plays a massive role. And for a driver like Tsunoda, finding that confidence again could take time, if it happens at all. The team is giving him space and support, but time isn't unlimited. Every race counts, and with the kind of pressure surrounding Red Bull's second seat, each performance gets magnified. Meanwhile, the spotlight has slowly shifted. There's growing talk around Isaac Hadjar as a possible candidate for the Red Bull main team, and when you look at his progress, it's easy to understand why. He's been outperforming expectations, collecting more than double the points Tsunoda has earned so far this season. To put things in perspective, when Yuki made his move from Japan to Formula One, he only had 3 points at the time. Hadjar, on the other hand, had no points before the third race of this season. And now he stands at 21. Even Liam Lawson, who's not in the main conversation as much, has managed to get on the scoreboard. That's a clear sign that the newer drivers are learning fast, and they're adjusting to these cars better than expected. This kind of comparison puts pressure on Tsunoda and shows Red Bull that their talent pool may already have someone better suited for the role. If the team does decide to bring Hadjar into the top tier, Bottas might lose any realistic chance of returning to a front-running seat with Red Bull. And that raises a bigger question. If not Red Bull, then where? Aside from Red Bull, there's another important factor Red Bull has to consider, their junior driver Arvid Lindblad. The young Swedish talent is having an outstanding season in Formula 2, showing consistent pace and maturity beyond his years. It's clear to everyone involved that his sights are set firmly on Formula 1. Both Christian Horner and Red Bull's motorsport advisor Helmut Marko have openly acknowledged Lindblad's potential. They recognize that promoting him soon could be a smart move to keep the team competitive in the long run. This means that if Lindblad moves up, someone else has to fill his place in the junior team, Racing Point. So logically, Red Bull's path would be to promote Hadjar to the main team, shift Lindblad to Racing Point, and give Tsunoda time to prove himself, or risk losing his spot altogether. It's a complex puzzle, but it's all part of Red Bull's strategy to maintain dominance in F1. For Bottas, this is a tough reality check. No matter how much he wants a return, it appears he doesn't fit into Red Bull's immediate plans. Despite his experience and strong resume, the team seems to be focused on their younger talents. But Bottas isn't the type to give up easily. Several other opportunities have come his way, and one that stands out is Cadillac. The American team has expressed interest in signing him alongside Sergio Perez for their debut season. This could be a fresh start, a chance to build something new from the ground up. Bottas himself has spoken positively about the Cadillac project, emphasizing how exciting it would be to be part of a team starting from scratch. He sees it as a unique challenge where he can contribute more directly to shaping the team's direction and success. Such a role would be motivating and rewarding, especially if the results follow. But what if the Cadillac option doesn't work out? There's still Alpine, a team that's been facing some struggles, especially with their second driver. Starting in 2026, Alpine will be using Mercedes engines, which opens up an interesting possibility. Since Bottas has a strong history with Mercedes, this could be a natural fit. Bottas himself mentioned that Alpine could be a valid opportunity for him. The team is still figuring out their second driver situation, and they need someone with experience, who can bring stability and results. While politics and finances play a role in all of this, Bottas seems ready to keep pushing. He admitted that he doesn't have the millions some others might bring to the table, but he does have personal sponsors, who could support him to some extent. Ultimately, it's about waiting for the right moment, the right seat, and showing the value he can bring. Despite the uncertainty, one thing is clear. Bottas's goal remains to compete in Formula One. That's his main plan, to stay in the sport at the highest level, regardless of the team. Whether it's with Red Bull, Alpine, or another team, he wants to be back on the grid. So, is there a real chance we'll see Bottas racing again soon? It's possible. The landscape is shifting. Teams have openings, and experience like his doesn't come around often. And while a Red Bull comeback would be a huge surprise, it can't be completely ruled out. Now it's your turn. Do you think Bottas will return to Formula One this season? And if so, which team do you think he'll join? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to check out the video showing on your screen right now for more updates.